Seahawks saying fly, Eagles, fly as they get ready to match up with the Seattle Seahawks. The big left foot of Sebastian Janikowski ready to get us started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. And a short kick taking it about the 16. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. The first carry for Josh Adams. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make.
He rifles one that's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
After the interception, here's Wilson. And it's hauled in by Ed Dixon. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Let's go get another one. Let's go get another one. Come on.
Now Wilson on 1st down. It's caught right side, Dixon. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Ed Dixon, 36 yards. And the Seahawks have taken a first-quarter lead. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. Sebastian Janikowski on for the PAT. Janikowski good with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken very short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Now on the run. He'll throw it back into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the all-pro free safety, Earl Thomas. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. Here's Wilson. They'll lock it with a grab over the middle. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
Shotgun. 380. Let's go, 14.
From the shotgun, Wilson. They'll roll, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Fletcher Cox in there to get him for a loss of 3, and it'll be 4th down. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. Back deep is Darren Sproles. And here's a very low line drive, almost whiffed on it. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
The drive starts with a handoff to Adams. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Now Wentz throwing on 2nd down. A battle for here, and this will be caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Golden Tate, 53 yards. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying this thing up.
Partner, one of the cardinal rules of defense is that if you're in position to make a tackle, you need to make it.
Well, and if you can't make the tackle before that, you just got to knock that ball down, right?
Yeah, something has to happen because we saw the end result there. Missed tackle, he goes all the way and takes it for a touchdown.
Elliott good on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. As Seattle gets ready for their next possession on offense, we look at what they've done this year, 7-5. Now they've won 3 in a row. They took care of San Francisco last week, Charles, 43-16. So they're staying in that playoff race.
They certainly are. As it stands right now, if the season were to end today, and we always do that, don't we? They would have one of the 2 wild card spots in the NFC, and they're playing better and better as they go along. Russell Wilson getting plenty of help from the ground game, but he's still Russell Wilson. 4 touchdown passes against San Francisco, and considering he only threw 17 passes total, that's a big day.
And it's hauled in by Nick Vanette. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down. Now Wilson on second down, escaping the pressure right. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at third down. On third down, Wilson. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Brandon Graham in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that'll lead to a 4th down. So 4th and 15, but the offense is staying out there to go for it. And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll kick it away for the second time. Oh, it's a wobbler here. Sproles the return. So a change of possession here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front. Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Snap coming at 1. Now Wentz. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Bobby Wagner leading the surge there. He drops him for a loss of 6.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
There we go. Back. 120. 6. Stack. Great 15. Great 15.
On second down, here's Wentz. And his throw here's incomplete. Right there in coverage, the veteran Cam Chancellor. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Here we go.
From the gun, it's Wentz. Ertz has it left side. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a fourth down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5.
Don't go. Wait.
They'll go for it. It's Wentz. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line.
Offensively, when you see cover 2, the thought has to go through the quarterback's head. Drive the football when making throws. It's not just the deep guys covering. It's the guys underneath you have to be careful of. Drive your throw. Otherwise, you see what results? Interceptions.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 43. They go play action now. Wilson. He lets it fly from Lockett. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And they do finally get him, but he makes it all the way to the 6. An inaugural trip to the red zone here for the Seahawks. They've got a 1st and goal to go at the 7. Wilson. The quick slant caught. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Alongside my broadcast partner, Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin hits the Seahawks with a football to begin quarter number 2. And they'll come up looking to keep this drive moving. Second and goal from the 1. They come out here in the eye. They'll try to run with Carson, and he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. A great play there, punching it in from a yard away. And the Seahawks are able to strike for 6. Janikowski on for the extra point. Janikowski adds the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. Able to spin free. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line. And out now come the Eagles. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see, do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Hurts over the middle. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Wentz now on 1st down. Complete left side to tight end Rodgers. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
There we go. Back.
Wentz to throw on 2nd down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Four down. Check. Four down.
On the toss, this is Adams. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down.
Another scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
He goes full extension, and he's got it. A defensive breakdown allows a pickup of 16 on 4th down.
Every play is supposed to get a player's best effort. But on 4th down, that really increases the stakes, doesn't it? What about that catch?
Heck of an effort picking up the first.
And now that team has to be motivated going forward. They just saw a great effort there. They want to make sure it pays off.
On 1st down, Adams. And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result?
Sack.
Quarterback gets hit.
All day. Sack City, baby.
Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack.
Here we go. 20. Hey, check.
Shotgun now for Wentz. He finds Aguilar over the middle. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. And with that incompletion, let's have a little fun and give a shout-out to the latest 1,000-yard rusher in the NFL, Tom Brady. Only took him 19 years, but he got there.
Did you really have to go snarky there on Tom Brady, getting 19 years to get to 1,000 yards?
We praise him on everything, the incredible career, but, man, 19 years for 1,000 yards, that's something.
What I really enjoyed was how he celebrated it. When he got there, giving the first down signal like he was Cam Newton or someone, I think even he understood, all right, 1,000 yards for me. This is kind of funny.
Yeah, he had a big smile on his face. Also, he did tie Brett Favre for 3rd all-time in passing touchdowns with 508.
Not to mention, he did it in another Patriots win.
That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
Now, that was well defended, and as a cornerback, what you're taught when you see a wide receiver screen, either you get underneath the play before the blocking forms, or you're going to have to fight your way through it by getting through some blocking. That was a really nice play there.
They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for third down. From the gun on third down, Wilson steps away to his left. He may try and run for this. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. We'll come back to Philadelphia after this. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And an alley to run. 20. There he goes right side. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. A big play there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. Janikowski now for the point after. Janikowski good with the extra point, and it's now 21-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Eagles offense back out onto the field. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
There we go, back. 180!
Wentz will try again on 2nd down. Jeffrey with a catch left side. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. An Eagle first down. Wentz hooking up with Jeffrey. On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. Flush to his right. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. A good pickup there, 26 yards. First down now, but that clock rolling. On 1st down, Wentz. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Wentz again here on 2nd and 10. Jeffrey reels it in over the middle. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 23 yards on the play. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play, but what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see it.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's the linebacker, Michael Kendricks. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick six. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. Janikowski on for the extra point. Janikowski adds the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. The Eagles offense now, they head back on the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number one. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Seahawks, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. This will be taken short. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
They run again with Carson. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
14.
From midfield now, here's Wilson. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Jordan Hicks, tough to handle on that blitz. He gets him for a loss of 5. On second down, Wilson. Buying time to his left. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
Now, I have to admit, partner, that I've often thought that I don't like this rule, where the offensive player fumbles the ball, it goes out of bounds, and they get to keep it.
That's just because you're a defensive guy. That's why you don't like it.
Yeah, you're right. It is a slanted view, isn't it?
But this is where, for the offensive team, the sideline is their friend. Usually it's not their friend.
Yeah, exactly right. I actually played for a guy.
And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. Michael Bannon. He's the one that gets him down. It'll be a loss of 5, and it'll bring up 4th down. They'll indeed go for it with Wilson. He can run for it, and he will. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Eagles have recovered. And they're not able to convert on 4th down. He had gained really good yardage, but that's what you tell your quarterbacks, right? Get down after you've got the run.
You don't have to prove your toughness. You know, I think that's what a lot of coaches are trying to preach to their guys. Get the yardage, get down, protect the football, and protect yourself from extra hits as well.
Don't go.
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Wentz. And now here's another interception. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.